Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our FIFA 21 Sunderland Manager Career Mode series that we have going on, where today we will be taking on Crew Alexandra. As you can see, they are in the top 6. They are at number 5 with 19 points total. We are still holding our top spot, but only by 2 points over Hull City, leading them 26 to 24 points in total right now. So if we make a mistake and we blow one game, that could mean the lead for us. And Bristol Rovers is hot on their heels at 23, Portsmouth with 22. It's a very close race still, pretty early on in the season, only 11 games into it. So before we get started with the Crew game, we need to go ahead and handle our press conference business. And let's see what the press has for us today. Are you confident your team can come out with a victory against Crew? Because they are, like we said, top 5 team in the league. And yeah, we are number 1. We've been putting in the training, and we should be confident that we got the edge here. And I really think we do overall with moving to the 5-2-3 formation. I think offensively we can really take advantage of a lot of different things going on. As far as how do we look at our opponents, yeah, you have to look at each of them with respect. If you don't, we kind of let lay low with Ipswich and look at what it took for us to come back in that game. So it's and MK Dons is the same thing. Took them too easy, too soft, and look at what happened in those matches. So we do have to be careful going into every single one here. Today. Even though we're ranked number 1, we need to treat every single game as it is a battle for the top spot. And so we are going to jump into this game against Crew here, starting this one out, playing at Crew Alexandra. I'm just going to call them Crew from now on. We are playing at their stadium. This one is away from Sunderland. We've been pretty stiff and pretty harsh playing in our away games, doing a very good job, but not so far on this one. They get to penetrate our defense rather quickly. We are going to have to start shoring some things up, obviously, right now. And so we're going to start working our way back up. They are playing very aggressively, at least around our ball possession. As you see, they just intercept that pass. One thing we've been facing, and you don't really know with how each team's going to play it, is how aggressive they're going to come after you, So, yeah. And if you look there, we're going to be highlighting Will Grigg today, campaign to remember. That is for sure. He's got about 10, 11 goals already in League One. Has been pushing us to the top, and that's going to be a big penalty. That's going to let loose a free kick. That's not. We saw what happened last game when they got a free kick. But this time, instead of going for goal, they try to send it in, and we will head that one out and stop that attack and force them to throw the ball in. So now they try to send it back across. We make a good play to attempt the interception, just not able to quite get it on. And they're coming right back at us. But our defense stands stiff. Feeney with the good steal on that one. Tough play inside the box. And we get it to O'Brien, who's going to make a good run. We pass it off to Grigg, and that one's almost intercepted. Just not quite. Good effort by Grigg on that one. We got it to Kelly on the left side. He's going to take it into the box. And we got Grigg coming across. He's going to fire it in. That's a goal for Sunderland. 11 minutes into this game, we've got the lead. Sunderland 1-0 with the boot of Will Grigg driving home that goal. And our traveling fans are excited, and they are loud, fired up with the goal scorer right in front of them. This was beautiful pass, great finish, all around good football played by the lads. Look at that right pass of goalie. He didn't have a chance. Too much power, too much precision. So Will Grigg, that's his 12th goal in League One. We did mention I thought he had 10. He actually had 11 coming into this game, and that one was number 12 for him so far this season. Keep in mind, this is going to be our 12th game, so he's averaging a goal a game, and that's, man, you can't ask for more from a striker on your team. You really can't. And anyways, Crew's going to start coming back with it. Our defense, we do need to shore some things up. We're still getting used to that 5-2-3, but it's something that I think we're starting to get a pretty good handle on. As we now got a pass coming down the right side to Gooch with a beautiful through pass. And he's going to come in and he puts it to Grigg again in the middle, and that's going to bounce off the post. But it's going to be driven home. We got the second goal. Embleton with the follow through on that one. The ball shoots off the post. He cleans up the mess. We now lead 2-0 at Crew as their fans are shocked. Their fans are stunned. Their team was top 5 coming into this game, and we are making them look like they are bottom of the league after these 2 goals here in the first half with a nice lead. That is what we need. This is the type of play we need to have game in and game out. So now with the 2-0 lead, we're going to take a look what's going on a little bit later on in the half at about the 44th minute, coming right into halftime. And we get a good pass through to Grigg. Once again, he's got a run he's going to make, and he gets another pass to Embleton, who's going to fire home his second one. This game is starting to get out of hand. Thankful halftime is here. It's 3-0 Sunderland. Embleton with his second goal on the afternoon. That one was a pure finish. Great pass by Grigg, setting him up for that one, as we will lead 3-0 and take it into the locker rooms here at halftime. What a game we are playing. Absolutely flawless. As they say in Mortal Kombat, this would be a flawless victory. So let's take a look at some of the scores from around North. Hull City is beating Northampton 1-0, hoping that one kind of changes, as they are number 2 in our league and only trailing us by 2 points. So the further they can drop back, the better for us. So now we join the second half as we are about the 50th minute mark, trying to work our way down. We just didn't have anybody making the run with us, and they will hit it out as soon as we kind of stall on that one. So now after the throw, we're going to be working it right back into it. And they're going to foul Grigg right outside the box. Beckles with the malicious tackle on that one. Not even looking like didn't even try for the ball. And Gooch is pissed. Gooch is, all right, I'm going to take this free kick. You want to hit my guy? I'm about to hit you where it hurts. As we're looking at what kind of spin we want to put on this shot, that's always a difficult choice. We're going to aim right for that corner. We're going to put in a lot of downspin as it will drop, and it's going to go in. Gooch with the finisher from the free kick. 4-0 Sunderland. What a shot by Gooch on that one. Right over the line, right into the bottom corner of the net below the goalie. That was absolutely beautiful. Now with a 4-0 lead, we're not content just settling. We get it over to Grigg, who's going to very easily tap in another goal for himself, as that will now be 5-0 in this game, as we are just 60 minutes into it, and this is becoming a landslide. Crew came in at number 5, and my goodness, I'm not sure how they got there with the way we've made them look today. Will Grigg, nice little touch on it, kind of made their goalie look a little bit foolish, but that's just how it goes. So now we're in the 70th minute of this second half, and I have a couple options. We can go with the, just possession, kind of just run the clock out. But, we need to let the league know we're not just a run the clock out team. We're going to finish and destroy you with Will Grigg, because Will Grigg hits home another one. Heck, can you say hat trick, ladies and gentlemen? That one was it. His third goal of the game. We now have a 6-0 lead. And once again, we're going to follow up in about the 85th minute this time. Still leading 6-0. Crew has not put on any pressure this whole game. But we're going to continue to hammer him down as we get it to Gooch down the right side. And Gooch will pass that one in, and it's going to be headed away at the last minute. That one was a good save, but they didn't give us the corner. That's BS. That is total BS. Anyways, they're going to boot it down to us, and just for that, just as a little extra bit of punishment, we're going to bring the attack on them again. And now Scowen's got it, and he's going to hit it up to Ledbetter. Ledbetter's going to come back through, and he's going to put the finishing touch on that. This game is embarrassing for Crew, as it is now 7-0 with that one. Ledbetter with the goal, as this will be finished off mercifully at 7-0 on this one. Let's see what the press try to say about us now playing against a top 5 team. News about McLaughlin. I don't care about McLaughlin. All right, I tried to sell him. The dude didn't want to deal with their contract, and so he rejected it, so he's still with us. He's not what I need to rebuild this team. And so, yeah, you know what? I'm going to get him the answer that makes him happy because I don't need him starting Chitsky in my locker room. So that's how we're pretty much handling him at this point. Sunderland are unbeaten since the start of League One. See, we're not unbeaten. Let's just say that. We did lose one game. So that's just how it goes. I'm not sure why they do that, but hey, we're going to be looking pretty confident. And I think if we play like this today, we play the rest of the season like we did today, we should be basically unstoppable and go undefeated is what I would like to think. And with Will Grigg putting on the hat trick, that was an amazing display of some football prowess on the pitch today by him. And so you got to give him a bunch of credit. He made some great runs and just had absolutely beautiful finishes. So after that 7-0 victory, we do have some time to rest, thankfully. We were getting hammered pretty hard with games about once every 3 days. And so that requires a lot of effort by your guys. And so it's one of those things that, when guys start getting tired, you start playing pretty rough. Ooh, taking a look at a possible guy from our scouts, Christian Basago. He's 73 overall. Yep, that's what it looks. 73 over, and that's something we need in a striker. He would be a big-time step up. I would think if we could get him, we might be able to actually do something such as get rid of, maybe not Grigg, but at least Graham. Graham or Grigg, we would probably have to drop one of those two, in all honesty. So, taking a look, he's playing for Derby right now. Let's see. And it's trying to figure out how much is he worth. The player isn't willing to move to a league that isn't competitive with his abilities. Oh, okay. So he's a punk. That's what I get from that. Just because we're in League One, we're willing to pay you what you want to be paid. You don't want to come to us to be a part of something? Fine. We don't want you either, okay? You don't want to be a part of this. You don't want to be a part of what's happening here in Sunderland? Fine. We don't need you. So we are going to start setting up scouting markets, taking a look at some different areas. I set one up in Spain because, when being in League One, I know something like that's going to happen again. Somebody's not going to want to come to Sunderland just because we're in League One at this point. And even when you're in the Championship, someone from the Premier League's not going to want to come to a team that's in the Championship, a step down, essentially. So I did look at Spain as they also have 2 leagues on top of their main one, just kind of like us. So we'll see how that comes out in the future. But here in our next game, playing against Rochdale, we will be at home here at the Stadium of Light. And after that 7-0 win, I did step up the difficulty. I was playing on professional level, and this time I am on world class. And so we're going to see how this goes. Playing in front of the home crowd, stepping up the difficulty of it, that may not be the best idea. As I can already tell, the biggest difference, look at them, they are just horrifically aggressive on the ball and in the passing lanes as they intercept that pass. And, they don't lollygag on their counterattacks. They get people moving and start filling in those empty spaces. As they get it down to the right side and start, once again, they spread us out. And here they come up the middle. What a pass through the middle of our defense as they will hammer home the first goal as Sunderland is now trailing 1-0. 1-0. It's been 4 minutes in this game. You've got to be kidding me. All right, so it looks like we're going to have to step up our game since we moved it up to world class. And I'm now got to rework my whole offense. I think I'd gotten a little bit too much of a hold on professional level on how to run the 5-2-3 that now we're going to have to start changing some things up. We get a pretty decent through pass, but that closing speed by the defender just takes it away from O'Brien, unable to do anything on that one. And here they come. This is also another big difference with the counter attacks that I see, as these dudes are on point and rapidly also. And so now here we are in the 15th minute of this half, still trailing 1-0 as they send the corner in, and we're unable to really clear it, and that's not a good sign for us. We need to get this ball away from us. They get another pass off, and they're going to score a goal. God dang it, as we are now trailing 2-0 here, just 17 minutes into this first half. Our home crowd is pissed, and rightfully so. They deserve better. And we're going to start trying to work it better, getting back into our offensive game plan. We got speed down the sides. We need to use that. O'Brien, Gooch. We got a lot of speed, a lot of good foots to send in some crosses, and that one comes in, and Griggs just unable to get the header. That would have been kind of unrealistic of a goal. So that we need to shore some of that stuff up. But overall, I think if we can stick to our game plan, and just be a little bit more aggressive. If you notice, when they start getting the ball, in professional, I try to fill in the passing lanes. Here, they make their passing lanes, so it's one of those things I'm going to have to be a little bit more aggressive for on-the-ball defense, and we're going to stop passes like that coming through, as we kind of do, but we got to work on our clearance and get it out, and we're coming down on the counterattack now. As we get it out to O'Brien, who's making a good run, he's going to start turning in towards the box. And he gets the pass off to Grigg. He's got to finish it. We have cut their lead in half. But we missed it. I thought that one went in the net. Oh, my God. That's not good. Not able to finish opportunities with our top scorer. You've got to be kidding me. All right, so still trailing 2-0 now, apparently, as we are in the 27th minute, and they are still coming at us. And look at how they work the ball around with all the open space that we're giving them. They've got our defense back on its heels. We're going to have to probably make some adjustments. I will say we did have one of our main center backs in. Oh, my God, as they score a third one. Jesus Christ. As we're trailing 3-0 now here in the 35th minute of this game. We did have to replace one of our center backs as he is out on international play, so we do have a backup in. And he's not doing too well, but right now our offense is firing. And this time we're going to drive it home. We've got the goal. Will Grigg with the finish, his 14th goal in league play this season. And we have brought this crowd back to life from trailing 3-0 as it is now 3-1. And here we are in the 42nd minute, still before halftime, still trailing 3-1 though. And we're trying to chop this lead down. That's what we have to do. Take advantage of opportunities and cut this lead down. And Dobson, he's going to send it into Grigg, who's going to finish it again. Will Grigg, second goal in this game, as we are now trailing 2-3 here in the first half. They gave us 3. We've answered with 2. And that is how we need to do, as our crowd is back on their feet, and they are getting loud once again on that touch finish by Will Grigg. What a play that was. And what a good shot in from Dobson coming in on that cross. Couldn't have been any better. And so now we are coming right here to the end of the half. I'm really just hoping they blow the whistle, and they finally do. Finally blow the whistle to us. We are only trailing by 1 goal right now. And that is something that, man, we had some defensive letdowns. I like how we did tighten it up. Our theory of come at them a little bit more aggressively that we started to do in this back half of the first 45, it's really started to work out for us. And it's something I think is how we have to play these things from now on. Hull City winning their game once again, as we are losing ours, which that could be the difference between first place if the results hold up as they are. And here we are in the 51st minute of the second half, trying to bring the attack in on them, but they are just not giving us any space. And our more aggressive style of defense has really ticked up the notch for us. It's really helped us get a lot of these balls away and slow them down quite drastically. And you can see we're making a lot of powerful runs, and we're getting in there to push the pace hard on them. as far as our defense goes. And now it's just trying to maintain control, but that's the hardest part about it, is you got two aggressive defenses coming at each other. So far in this second half, it is like a slugfest. You come into our zone, we're going to get you out of our zone. As here we go, coming back with it after a good steal, but just not able to maintain. This is back and forth, and that's how this has gone for most of the second half. As we are now in the 71st minute with a corner kick, and that one's going to scooch by. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank God that one just went right by. Couldn't quite put the head on it to send it in, as we will maintain a 1-point deficit, losing 3-2 on this one. As we are here in the 73rd minute. And now we get it to Ledbetter. He's making something happen. We get that pass up to Grigg, who's got some open space. Not quite able. He gets it to Max Power. He puts on a shot, and oh my God, it goes in. What a finish by Max Power. What a boot. Bend it like Beckham. Nay, nay, nay. Bend it like Power. Wow. What a good shot that was. Our fans can't believe it. We are ecstatic. Beautiful. Right by the defender's head, by the goalie, and curves it into the post. Leighton's champion is happy with that one, as we have got the equalizer, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the 75th minute, the score is 3-3 against Rochdale. All right, so now it's 76th minute at this point, as Rockdale's trying to come on back down with it, and they got a good run on that one as they get the pass in, but we are able to intercept it. As you can see, they are still putting on a ton of pressure against us. But here we come on the counter attack as we get the pass up to Will Power. Max Power, as he's coming through, he's got to run in the box. He's going to drive it. It's in. It's good. Max Power with the finish. Sunderland 4-3 lead. 4 goals unanswered against Rockdale. That is how you play a second half. That is how you come back, as the fans are excited, getting the play they deserve from the club. And that is going to be a fierce thing to hold on to now, as we are in the 88th minute with a 4-3 lead here, closing time, trying to maintain, trying to hold on as we turn the ball over. And that is not what we needed to see, as they try to get the through pass going forward, but our goalie is able to come up and intercept it at the top half of the box. So now we get it back out to Willis, who's going to hammer it up the middle, up to Ledbetter. Ledbetter gets it over to Scowen. Scowen starts bringing it up, and we're going to keep the pressure on him. 91st minute, as we try to put a through pass too, but that one will be intercepted. And hold on to your britches, ladies and gentlemen. Here they come. 3 minutes of extra time. We've basically reached that. Blow the whistle. They blew the whistle. Sunderland has won this game 4-3. We got our 3 points. What a game. What a finish. Sending the fans home with something to think about on that one. Being down 3-0 in the first basically 30 minutes to come back with 4 unanswered. Will Grigg with 2. Max Power with 2. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Come together, be more aggressive with it, and let's finish this one off. And let's see what the press have to say about our performance today. Moreno, the young player, made his debut. I did put him in, and he didn't have... I mean, he did okay. You know, our defense was pretty tight in the second half anyways. I just needed him in there to have some fresh legs. So, now it's just really with him being a young guy. He was one I called up from our youth squad. So, it's to get him in for youth development, but also because we could use him. So, that's kind of how it goes. Still says we're unbeaten since the start of League One season. That's not the case. And let's see. We're not giving anything away. The team looks rock solid right now, and we really do. We're not out of it at any point. These last 2 episodes, we have had to come back multiple times from being down. So, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Wait, was that O'Brien that got those goals? I'm a fool if that was O'Brien. I kept saying Max Power. Well, I thought it was Max Power. Well, I may just be foolish, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how it goes. Wow. Okay. All right, that will do it. Let's take a look at what Diamond says. I added him to the transfer market. And while we're kind of finishing out some of these other little minor details as we get ready for the Northampton game that we have coming up, remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And stay tuned for all Champ and Sons content with FIFA. We got Madden 21. And coming up was featuring the Mean Dean, one of the sons of Champ and Sons. We will have doing some Rocket League for y'all as well. So keep an eye on that. And please remember to hit the little thumbs up button if you did like today's video, as we do greatly appreciate it, and it does really help us out here with the channel. All right, so let's finish up some of the training stuff. And let's once we get up to that game, let's see, what does Ledbetter have to say real quick. I've been playing pretty well. Oh, whatever, man. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and make him feel happy and go lucky about himself. So while we do that, just once again, thank y'all for joining us today. And I will see y'all in the next one. So as always, everybody, stay safe. And, well, you know how it goes. Later, y'all.